So I want to dedicate an entire long video to talking about my experience with anxiety that I started having when I was about 17, that I still struggle with today. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but I do still have moments of complete anxiety and just being paralyzed by fear of the inevitable, and I will talk about it in another video. Right now, I wanted to make a video talking about some of the things that help distract me when my mind is trying very hard to be anxious. That's the thing with anxiety. People who don't suffer from it will just think, just don't think about it. Just don't worry about it. You don't want to feel anxious, so just don't. It's definitely not that easy. With anxiety, your brain is trying to think of these things. It is trying to think negatively. It is trying to imagine these hypothetical situations of I'll make this personal for a second. What if your dad has a heart attack and you're miles away? What if he doesn't answer the phone tomorrow? What if he's dead? What do you do? Suddenly you're alone. Your best friend is gone. Your brain will keep doing all of these things. And this can go to school, like what if I don't get the exam results I wanted? What if I can't go into college? What if I can't go to uni? I don't have any other plans. What if I can't ever get a job? What if I'm living with my parents forever? All of these thoughts snowball and snowball and snowball, and your brain is trying to go down those paths. So it's very important, if you don't have anxiety, to just acknowledge that people are not trying to think of these bad things. It's simply something in the brain that is trying to do this catastrophic thinking, and it's a horrible thing to go through. But there are some things I have learned over the last 7 years of my life that they haven't cured me, absolutely not. There are still nights where, the mind wins and you can't sleep and your heart starts racing and you start getting these cold sweats and it sucks. It's horrible. And you end up feeling paralyzed and you're stuck in this brain loop. I need to stop. Okay, I'm sorry if this video is already making people kind of panic a little bit. It's not what I want. There are some things that I've learned that I can do and distract myself with that take my brain out of that thought process for long enough for me to be able to go to sleep. Because for me specifically, my anxiety is only at night, because during the day I'm distracted by things. I'm always working, I'm making videos. I don't have time to think of these terrible things that go through my mind. But when you're trying to sleep at night, you're idle, your brain goes through it. I think a lot of people experience their anxiety at night. There are some things that I've learned that I can do to busy myself until I can fall asleep. I don't in any way want this video to come across as patronizing. These are just some of the things that I have found have helped me, and I hope they can help you too. Number 1, listen to an audiobook. This is not Spawn or anything like that, but genuinely, if you can find an audiobook for something you're really interested in, or just a really good fiction novel, I would absolutely recommend it. This is genuinely, I think I might be one of the first YouTubers to say this without getting paid, but Audible is genuinely a really, really, really good service. If you can afford the monthly subscription, it is great. I'm currently listening to a book called Chinese Cinderella by Adeline Yenma, which I read at school, so I would have been like 12 or 13. I'm re-listening to it now, and it's great. I'm really enjoying it. Also, they have like Harry Potter, they got John Green books. Anything that you're interested in, just pick it up, because hearing someone else's voice, it's very hard to hear the voices in your own head when you're hearing someone else's voices through your ears, going into your brain. It's very difficult to hear two voices at once. And usually the voice that is physically there, that is going through your brain, will defeat the one that your mind is trying to create. I definitely recommend audiobooks as like the number 1 thing to distract you. Number 2, I play Animal Crossing on the Nintendo 3DS. I recently picked it up again. I started playing it again on September 1st, and before that I hadn't played it for like a good few months, and before that maybe 2 years or so. And I recently started getting back into it, and how I just forgot how great it is. It's so soothing, and being able to talk to villagers who want to talk to you, and they're always engaging in conversation with you. There's always tasks you can do. You can sell fruit, you can go to an island, you can catch fish. There's loads of things you can do in that game. If you have Animal Crossing, or if you have a 3DS, absolutely would recommend Animal Crossing. It's so peaceful. The music is so calming as well. It's a great game. And it's definitely one you can play before bed. It's not one of these high action games where your brain is suddenly alert and awake. Like, you couldn't really play Call of Duty before going to bed if you're trying to feel less anxious. Like, that's just going to get your heart rate soaring. But if you have a game where you're just doing mundane but still interesting tasks, and you're talking to these, little villagers who tell you about their day and stuff, it's genuinely a great game. Also, if anyone does still play Animal Crossing, hit me up with your friend codes and stuff, because I'm about to start getting the Dream Suite and stuff again, because like I said, I've only played since September 1st in this new town, so I would love to hang out with you guys on Animal Crossing. Genuinely, it'll be really nice. Give me gifts, I need them. My town is barren. Number 3. Now this, I want to make another video about this. This is another mental note for me. Make a video about, in defense of this topic. I don't know how this is going to come out. Fan fiction, okay? I am in complete defense of fan fiction. Yes, I still find it a little bit creepy when people write fan fiction about me. Yes, I find it a bit odd when people talk about my private parts. But if you can get a good fan fiction about some things that you're interested in, like bands, or definitely not gonna mention what I read. It's not filthy. Alright, no, some of it's filthy, I'll be completely honest. Like, it's not all band related, but like anything that you're interested in, like a TV show or a movie or the WWE, whatever it is that you read, it's a really, really great tool, because suddenly your mind is preoccupied with imagining these scenarios. And that actually helped me the other night. There are a lot of people who will say a lot of bad things about fan fiction, but it is a wonderful creative outlet, and it helps calm people down, distract them from whatever they're going through. And I will always support fan fiction, even when they get a bit graphic with me and I get a bit uncomfortable with the idea of it. I support the whole concept of fan fiction as a whole completely. Genuinely, the other night, there was a fan fiction that stopped my anxiety attack in its tracks, and it just calmed me down, and I fell asleep, and I didn't have an anxiety attack. I started to. I felt it coming on. I started hearing those questions go through my mind of, what if, and then this will happen one day. It's going to happen when you least expect it. You're going to be alone. All these horrible thoughts started building up, and my eyes were wide awake, my heart was kind of pounding, pitch black, but I couldn't get to sleep. Read this fan fiction, and by the time I'd finished it, my brain was back to normal, because it had been distracted for long enough, and I was sleepy, and I could go to bed. Those are really the only 3 that I still use to this day. Some people find that music can calm them down. Sometimes I find that music can actually be the soundtrack to your anxiety. Like, it can make it worse depending on what you're listening to. I find that listening to sad songs when you're anxious is not a good idea. Some people find it therapeutic and prefer to listen to sad songs because it gets out the emotions that they're feeling. I personally don't feel comfortable listening to like sad songs because I think the specific anxiety that I have, the scenario that it surrounds, it is a very sad thing, so it kind of makes it worse for me. But if that's something you're up for finding out, listen to music, see if that helps distract you. Wouldn't recommend watching a film or anything that demands like high visuals, like you using your eyes and darting across like that, because that will keep you awake. Anything with a bright screen, really. If you can like read a fan fiction on your iPhone or any phone, and it's got that sort of dimming thing you can do where it makes the screen warmer rather than cooler. Warm light makes you sleepy. Like a bright white light will keep you awake. So watching a movie, I wouldn't personally recommend. If it helps you, then it helps you. But for me, the 3 that I mentioned definitely help. Another thing you can do, if you're not in any massive rush to go to sleep, write out how you're feeling. Write out all of these thoughts. Take them from your brain, put them onto paper. Like every single question that runs through your head, every scenario, all of the horrible, the words don't even have to make sense on the page. Anything you're thinking, get it on paper. Once they're on that paper and you can visualize it, your problems are on a page and you can see them in front of you. The worst thing about anxiety is when you have so many things building up in your brain that you can't visualize them anymore because there's too many. There's too many like sub-branches of what if this happens, then this, then this, then this, then this. Does that make sense? Like your brain just doesn't know what to do and it goes into a panic, and that's really how attacks start. If you can write down how you're feeling, get every word out, the more they're on the page, the less they're in your brain. I firmly believe that. And there have been times where I've had to do that. I've had to write down how I've been feeling, not just through anxiety, just like, through sad times. I've had to write down, horrible, sad thoughts and stuff like that, and it's really, really helped. So those are just some of my personal recommendations. In defense of ASMR, I know that I don't really like ASMR too much, but some people find that extremely calming. Actually, my Instagram is full of these like slime videos right now, and people like poking fingers in slime and stuff. And actually, it kind of does make my ears tingle a little bit, and it's kind of nice. But like, if you wanna watch those kind of videos, I'm gonna try and get them up now actually, because you might not understand what I'm saying. My Instagram feed is basically slime videos and hamsters. Literally talk of the devil. Look at that little ham. Oh, hamsters. They just get me, man. There's like these with like that magic sand, which is, that's quite fun to watch. There's some where it's like paint mixing, if you can see that. They just mix paint together. That's quite soothing. People were making these spirographs. There we go. Slime videos. These things are great, honestly. Like the sounds they make, would totally recommend. Look up ASMR slime on Instagram. Cannot believe I'm recommending ASMR. Oh, this is another one. Look at that slime. It's great. If you can hear the sounds it makes, it's just the best. Listen. It's so satisfying. It's so great. I'm sorry if that set anyone on edge, but I think it's great. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you. And remember, this is part of the Positivity Pledge. So leave your comments down below on what helps you defeat all of the thoughts that go through your brain late at night before an anxiety attack starts. When you can feel it building up, what do you use to distract yourself? Do you read a book? Do you listen to audiobooks? Do you play games? Do you write things down? What is it that you do? Let's help each other. Let's help each other discover new ways of distracting our brains from going down that path, because when you go down that path, you're in for a bad night. I love you all very much. Look after yourselves. Please look after each other, and I will see you guys in the next video.